Soundness and completeness are two incredibly important properties of proof systems. So let's first talk about soundness. A proof system is sound if and only if it only proves tautologically valid arguments. So that means that in a sound proof system, if you can derive conclusion C from premises A1 to AN, then the argument from A1 to AN to C is tautologically valid. We can also express this idea using our new symbols. So in a sound proof system, if A1 to AN turnstile C, then A1 to AN double turnstile C. Now, as a special case of this general property, in a sound proof system, every theorem is also a tautology. Now, be careful, since we actually have used the word soundness before and had something very different in mind. So earlier in the course, we said that an argument is sound if and only if it is both valid and its premises are true. But now we are talking about something very different. Now we are talking about properties of proof systems, and we are saying that a proof system is sound if it proves only tautologically valid arguments. So whenever the word sound appears, try to reflect on the context and think about whether the author has arguments or proof systems in mind, since soundness as applied to arguments is something very different as soundness as applied to proof systems. Now, an unsound proof system proves some arguments that are not tautologically valid, meaning arguments for which there is a evaluation on which all premises are true, but the conclusion is false. And that's a bad making feature. We don't want a sound system, a proof system that would allow us to prove such bad arguments. The second important virtue of proof systems that we are going to discuss here is completeness. A proof system is complete if and only if every tautologically valid argument possesses a proof. And so that means that whenever the argument from A1 to AN to conclusion C is tautologically valid, then we can also derive the conclusion C from premises A1 to AN. And we can express this property using our new symbols. So in a complete proof system, if A1 to AN double turnstile C, then A1 to AN turnstile C. As a special case of this general property, in a complete proof system, every tautology is also a theorem. And so that means that if double turnstile C, then turnstile C. Soundness and completeness are incredibly important virtues of a proof system. It would be a disaster if we were able to prove sentences that are not tautologies, or if there were tautologies that we cannot prove. Now, showing that TFL is complete is quite complicated, and we will not do that here. But we will discuss how one may show that TFL is sound.